me the same thing, so I signed the divorce papers and left my husband. He'll probably regret it soon enough. Well, I'll just watch over him for a little while. And about a year after the divorce...
Angela, help me.
A disheveled man approached me as I was returning from work. Who are you? I was genuinely perplexed as I didn't recognize him.
It's me, Angela. I need your help.
It was my ex-husband. He was technically a stranger now, but he was still my ex. Long time no see. I couldn't hide my surprise at my ex-husband's transformation. He looked disheveled and unkempt.
Please, can you introduce me to your company lawyer?
What? I can't just do that on short notice. Apparently, my ex was in financial trouble, I heard. I had imagined it to some extent from his appearance, but I never expected him to change so drastically in just 1 year. Well, the first consultation is free, but...
Free?
But if you hire the lawyer, there will be legal fees.
I don't have that kind of money. Please, help me.
What on earth happened? I reluctantly decided to listen to my ex-husband's story at a nearby cafe.
Actually...
Before my ex-husband could speak, I said, Did that woman, Luna, ditch you?
How did you know?
As expected. When my ex showed me a photo of the woman he didn't want me to know about, it clicked. The woman in the photo looked exactly like the woman who had cheated a classmate's son at a school reunion. During the reunion, that classmate was showing the photo of that woman to various people saying, I can't forgive this woman. I remember her saying the name was something like Amy and she was about 20 years old. Well, most likely even the name was fake. Of course. The one deceiving wouldn't use their real name, right?
How do you know about Luna?
Well, I kinda knew. So, what happened? When I asked for more details from my husband, here's what he said. It seems he met a girl named Luna at a gentleman's club about a year ago. As my husband desired children, he kept mentioning it in their conversations. Then, according to him, If it's me, I can give birth to a child for you. She offered to help him with that. And gradually their relationship deepened. During weekdays, my husband frequented the club, and on weekends, they went on dates outside and then returned to the club. He ended up spending $10,000 from his savings from his single days.
However, Luna is kind and doesn't demand expensive things even during dates outside the club or when she's drinking at the club. She's not like the notorious girls you often hear about. She says she doesn't need luxury brands or jewelry, just drinks at the club are enough. She was a hard-working and honest girl.
We never touched each other's savings from our single days, so I didn't notice anything at all. Well, it's his money, so I thought he could spend it however he liked. But to spend such a large amount. And finally, Luna showed her true colors.
She wants to get married, but she has debts. So she needs to repay them. It's about $20,000.
Then my husband promised to pay off her so-called debts and transfer the money. Although they started living together immediately after our divorce, Luna was doing night work. She rarely came home. And then she quit her job and disappeared. Of course, she ran off with the money. How foolish can one be? I feel so ashamed that I've been married to someone like this for 20 years. But what about the loan agreement?
Loan agreement?
When I asked, my husband looked puzzled. You lent her money, right? Didn't you?
We're married, so there's no need for that.
Huh? So does that mean you gave her the money?
Is that so?
In this case, it means you generously gave Luna $20,000. This woman must be quite cunning. If the gift exceeds $17,000 per year, a gift tax is applied. Depending on the circumstances, the received item may be subject to taxation, so Luna disappeared after receiving only $20,000 in cash, not other things. And it was split into 2 payments over the span of a year. That way, it wouldn't exceed the $17,000 annual limit, so no tax would be incurred. My husband thought she was just a good girl who never asked for expensive things because she was good-natured, but she must have been knowledgeable about the law.
So what should I do?
Maybe you should consult a lawyer? Well, it will cost money to hire one, though. When I said that, my husband sighed deeply.
I've used up all my savings for my single days, and my beloved left me. I can't say I'm dead broke after already telling my company about getting remarried. I even bragged about getting a young wife.
It's just desserts, isn't it? That's what I thought, but I didn't say anything to my husband, who looked so pitiful.
Angela, it's my fault. Please, come back. I realized it after you were gone. You were the only one who cared about me. I don't need children anymore, and I'll let you do what you want. You must have been lonely too, right?
Does my husband still think I love him? Our relationship ended in my heart 6 months ago. So, I confronted reality. Why are you bringing this up a year later? Isn't it too late for regrets now?
Are you going to abandon me, Angela?
And didn't you initiate the breakup in the first place?
Angela, you're the only one I can rely on.
My husband seemed utterly exhausted. I decided to extend my hand to him just a little. Oh well, shall I call a friend who's a lawyer?
Angela, thank you. You still care about me after all.
My husband was moved to tears. And then we went to a cafe where my company's lawyer, Samuel, was waiting.
Angela, over here. Angela, who's this?
Oh, I know him. He seems to be in a bit of trouble.
Is that so? Nice to meet you, I'm Samuel.
My ex-husband seemed suspicious of our unexpectedly close relationship. We've been seeing each other for 6 months now. By the way, what was the consultation about? When I said that, my ex-husband seemed completely bewildered.
I think I'll leave it here for today.
With a start, my husband snapped out of it and fled as if running away. In the end, my husband had no money to ask the lawyer for help and ended up crying himself to sleep. Rumors are circulating at his company that he's a pitiful person who was abandoned by his partner and ignored by his ex-wife without even having the money to seek legal advice. The world is truly small. I never imagined that someone from my husband's company would be at that cafe, listening to our conversation from start to finish. I heard through the grapevine that he's desperately looking for a new partner because he's afraid of spending his old age alone.
Who was that person?
Later, Samuel asked me about it, and I told him everything. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. The truth is...
I see. Angela, you've been through a lot.
Me telling Samuel that I was dating him was a blatant lie. I asked for a favor and had him play along. I'm sorry for everything.
It's okay. I'm glad I could help. Do you have plans after this?
Huh?
If you're okay with it, how about having a meal together?
I couldn't have imagined such a turn of events, and I found myself flustered. Starting over in my mid-40s. Not a bad beginning at all. Yes, I'd love to. I felt like an exciting future was waiting for us. I couldn't shake that feeling.